Let's go.
Trump says make babies great again. $5,000 bonus for doing the nasty. President Donald Trump just floated an idea about handing out $5,000 every time you have a baby. That is right. Make it rain.
I'm rich, bitch.
$5,000 for doing what your grandparents used to call banging in the back of the Buick. But the kids nowadays, I guess they call it Netflix and chill. That's what it actually means, Netflix and chill. You're not actually watching any Netflix. Fuckle up, folks, because Donald Trump just launched one of the most patriotic stimulus plans of all time. Cash for kids. No, this isn't a weird Epstein joke. We're talking about $5,000 in cold, hard cash, aka a baby bonus for every new American baby born.
Have a baby and get $5,000 for it? That is just one of the ideas that the Trump administration is reportedly tossing around to get birth rates up. The New York Times is reporting there are ideas on the table like a National Medal of Motherhood for women with 6 children or more. There's even a $5,000 baby bonus for every new mother. A third idea is to fund programs that educate women on when they are ovulating and able to conceive.
Birth rates, according to this article on New York Post, the U.S. birth rates are dropping faster than CNN's ratings.
Premise here, which does come from a reality of a drop in the birth rate.
Absolutely.
Which how dramatic is that?
I mean, it's pretty gosh darn dramatic. I mean, compare the peak after World War II back in 1957, where the average woman is having over 3 babies, right? And then it dropped down already 1990 to just 2.1, and now we're at 1.6 as recently as 2023. That is below the rate folks want. You want it to be at least 2 in order to replenish the population, and that is a dramatic drop of over 2 kids from just 1957 to 2023.
Listen, Stuart, low birth rates is certainly an issue. This is an interesting idea. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about giving bonuses to people after they have children. I think there's some other factors that probably have to go into play here. I think, honestly, for a lot of women, it's not about the desire to have more children. We have an infertility crisis in America, so I would rather we expend resources on that. We know that the president is also passionate about IVF initiatives. So maybe put some focus there rather than bonuses after childbirth. We have a fertility crisis. I think that's where we need to start.
And Trump, being the ultimate businessman that he is, figured the simplest way to fix this is to make sex great again. Just make sex great again and profitable, by the way. And the liberals, they are clenching and screaming their butt cheeks. They are... because they dusty, you know, they don't get any play. Okay. They're saying, they're squeezing their butt. What about climate change? What about climate change? Except for Pete Buttigieg, he's opening up his cheeks. Meanwhile, Trump's over here. Forget about climate change. The planet's fine. The planet is absolutely fine. We are running out of people. We are running out of people. Now, here's the deal. You have a kid. If you're a new first-time mama, $5,000 in your pocket. I think, I'm not condoning this, but this is the entrepreneurial spirit in me. Men can have multiple babies at the same time. Women can only have one baby at the same time. So... presumably, if a man came up with a business plan, and I'm not condoning this, but maybe there's like a 70-30 split going on here. You know, you get a new kid, you get $5,000. The man can repopulate multiple times. I don't know. Just a business plan. Not one that I would personally do. I'm just throwing it out there for anybody that wants to do it, right? You have twins, that's 10 grand. That's 10 grand. You have triplets, you might as well buy an F-350 and name one of them Liberty. Might as well, right? And this isn't just a one-off idea. Team Trump reportedly brainstorming a whole pro-family package, which is awesome. Fulbright scholarships just for married people, menstrual education so folks know when and how to optimize, you know what I'm saying? Look, the guy went from tax cuts to uterus economics in 4 years. Biden can't even walk upstairs, okay? But of course, the media is always going to melt down over every good Trump idea. They're saying this is dangerous, this is fascism.
There's a history of medals for having children. Nazi Germany actually did something like that. They wanted women to have more children. They gave out a motherhood medal.
Yes.
Tell us something we don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you something you don't know. You know, in terms of countries that have actually given out medals for motherhood, it's not exactly the 1927 Yankees, all right? What are we talking about? You mentioned Nazi Germany under Hitler. How about the Soviet Union under Stalin? How about Russia with, of course, Vladimir Putin? You look at the list of countries that have given out medals to mothers for awards for essentially, you know, having kids. These are not the countries you generally want to follow. So when Trump says that, he wouldn't exactly be joining a very good company, we'll put it mildly.
Please, listen. If Donald Trump handed out $5,000 for adopting a rescue pit bull named Greta and signing up for NPR, they'd call it visionary. Okay? It's just the way that they work. Birth rates in the U.S. have long been slipping, hitting new lows in 2023 with just under 3.6 million babies born per year, making a typical American family with 2.5 children a thing of the past. In 2023, American families just had under 2 kids on average. Total number of babies born was about 76K less than 2022, the lowest year tally since 1979. Meanwhile, the rest of us are over here trying to afford groceries, and now Trump's saying you can get paid for expanding your family. You can get paid for beating cheeks. This isn't fascism. This is economic foreplay. You know who's probably really mad at this? Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is probably pissed off at this because she finally got a job title with the word population in it, and Trump beat her to the punch by making sex a campaign issue. Now, this is a plan that has everything in it. Patriotic, check. Pro-family, check. Infuriates MSNBC, check. So yeah, if Trump wants to boost the birth rate by giving American 5Gs to do what they already do for free, I say crank on the Marvin Gaye and let capitalism handle the rest. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Trump wants to pay Americans to make babies, and the left is furious. And you're telling me this guy isn't the most entertaining politician in American history? Come on. At this rate, Planned Parenthood's going to have to open up a maternity ward. Let me know what you guys think about this. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And you get paid. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button, share, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next.